Welcome to Day 5 of the Pioneer Startup Network. I'm Natalie DeSenza alongside Jeffrey Barra. As we begin wrapping up what's been a fun week of learning and innovation, we still have 4 more panelists here today, so let's jump right into it. Healthcare is one of the many things that medical professionals are constantly looking to improve. Here to discuss the combinations of reality and virtual reality and how it's caused a positive impact in improving healthcare, we have Dr. David B. Pearlstone.
The practical applications of extended reality are fascinating, and of course, extend across the board. Sports, entertainment, everything you can think of is and will be touched to a great degree by extended reality applications. When you extend that to healthcare, as a surgeon, I find it gets really exciting, truly meaningful applications. And what we hope to convey is that the level of the technology breakthrough that extended reality creates really is a huge step in medicine, and it's going to create tremendous advances in healthcare, with everything from treating patients with it, patient experiences with it, through helping the patient, helping the doctor, helping the staff. We're working on all 3 of those areas. And just any one of those is an exploding area of opportunity for the use of extended reality in healthcare.
Dr. Pearlstone's session, Extending Reality is Revolutionizing Healthcare, is today at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so be sure to be up bright and early to tune into that.
Let's move away from extended reality and talk about an up-and-coming market, podcasting. We have Aaron Burrell, who got into podcasting while attending Sacred Heart University and was a student in our sports communication and media program. Here's Burrell talking about how the program has had an effect on him getting into the podcast world.
I was planning it out with one of my classmates that what we were going to do. I feel like we had a couple sessions where similar to like the thing where you're saying like you get people together and you just kind of like hammer out ideas and see what happens from it. We would do that, and we had a couple of those sessions, and eventually it just got to a point where it was like, we just got to start, we can try and cover as many bases as we can in pre-production. And obviously you should, try and cover as many things as you can, have an idea of what you want to do, have an idea of the direction you want to take your podcast. But there is no better experience than actually just doing it, receiving feedback on it, and also just being like receptive to feedback, and also listening back to your own episodes it will change the way that you are able to kind of record while you're recording. Because for a while, it's not that I hated hearing my own voice, because I knew that like in this field, I'm going to have to listen to my own voice. That was something like my professors told me, was like, get comfortable hearing yourself talk, get comfortable watching yourself. And it is a weird thing, especially at first. Like for a long time, I was way overcritical of myself. It's something I still to this day have to work on. To me, as long as I had one person who was like actually a genuine fan and supporter of what we did, I was like, that's enough for us to keep going. Like we have one person who is looking forward to this on a weekly basis while they work. We provide some sort of a joy for them. And that was, that to me is the most rewarding feeling of putting out podcasts, is that the audience, when you put out podcasts versus, a television audience per se, is a lot more interactive. I feel like people who listen to podcasts feel a lot more connected to the people that they listen to the podcast of. And they interact with you in a different manner, especially like with social media, like they're able to get directly to you. There were people who I had never even met. And then one night, just randomly, I was out somewhere and somebody was like, oh my God, I listened to your podcast. And that was, it was one person. And obviously I'm not trying to make it seem like, I'm some sort of massive podcaster or but it just knowing that one person was able to recognize like my voice and also actually be a fan was like it was the coolest thing to me. Like it was like, okay, as I said, one person enjoys what we do, like, because we do put our time and effort into this, and just the fact that one person knew this, who wasn't somebody like my friend that I am sending this to, like the fact that you found this was cool, the fact that you support it is cool, and the fact that you were able to have conversations about episodes. Oh, I remember this episode that y'all did, and you were saying this about this person, and I don't agree with that, and we were able to have a conversation about that. And that was like the coolest thing to me.
So it's just something that I do with my friends, and we've just been trying to build an audience, build a following, and just build really a brand out of it. And it's really a comedic podcast is what I would probably best describe it as. Like it's, I mean, just from even the name banter, like it's really more about just us joking with each other and joking about different takes. Like we just did an NBA draft take.
Burrell's session, Launching a Podcast with Sacred Heart Alumni, will be today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Joining Burrell's session is Director of the Sports Communication and Media Program at Sacred Heart University, Dr. Andrew Miller, alongside Sacred Heart alumni Paul Garino.
Here with the technique for brainstorming ideas is Joe Pilkovich.
Sometimes conducting a highly productive brainstorming session can be challenging. Whether it's a juggling act of personalities and politics, where the loudest voice in the room wins, or it's simply a matter of the format itself, there's no shortage of ways to come out of a brainstorm empty-handed. One of our favorite techniques for generating ideas quickly and effectively is called Crazy Eights. This exercise focuses on generating as many ideas as possible within a short time frame, and then spending the remaining time converging towards the ideas that will have the highest potential impact. To begin, give each participant a blank sheet of paper and a writing utensil, where they'll divide the sheet into 8 boxes. They'll have 8 minutes to sketch 8 quick ideas, 1 in each box. When the timer's up, spend a few minutes having each participant pitch their top 3 ideas back to the group. Once everyone has pitched their ideas, all participants will be given 2 votes to cast on their favorite idea out of the whole group. From there, you can tally the results, expand on the top ideas even further, or immediately go prototyping and test them.
Thank you for tuning in throughout this past week. We've had a blast and hope everyone who attended the sessions did too. Make sure to follow Pioneer Startup Network on Instagram and YouTube for more exciting news about the future. I'm Jeffrey Vera alongside Natalie DeSenza. Thank you again for tuning in on Pioneer Startup Network. Stay safe and happy holidays.